Okay, so I've owned this watch since October, and I'm going on a holiday to Dubai for a week, and I just figured this would be a good opportunity to try out the rubber strap. Couple of reasons. I definitely prefer, personally, rubber straps when it's really, really hot. I don't really like bracelets or NATOs. I know NATOs and bracelets are designed for this type of stuff, but I definitely personally prefer rubber straps in really hot temperatures. On top of that, I'll be traveling in the watch, wearing the watch while I'm there, playing around with my daughter. It preserves the bracelet, so the bracelet's more likely to get knocked about, especially going through the airport and all the scans and stuff like that. So I know some people don't care about that, but for me, if I can preserve the bracelet and just reduce the amount of damage that's going to be caused to it because it comes with a rubber strap, then why not? So that's absolutely what I'm going to do. So turning a negative into a positive, I think I said before, the tolerances between at the link end, you can see it there, isn't great. So hopefully when it comes to changing the strap to the bracelet to the rubber strap, it will actually make that process a bit easier. Also, you will see that from looking at this, I have taped up the watch a lot. So this is just some tape I got from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. It's very robust. It's far, far better than masking tape. It's very tough. I haven't had anything puncture it so far. So I literally cover up the front of the lugs, the top of the lugs, and the bottom of the lugs. I have in the past made lots of mistakes, and I have damaged the top of the lugs where the spring bars come out and just taken a chunk out of the lugs and on the top and on the front. So by using this tape all across, hopefully I won't damage the watch at all, but we'll find out shortly when I come back and do an update on how I've got on. So that's quite important. The tool I use is a is a Bergeon. It's a 6767. It has the very small spring bar removal tool. I think you do get a bigger one with it. I won't be needing this today, but that's just a pusher to adjust bracelets and stuff like that. But it's a very nice tool, very easy to use. The head's just unscrew and then screw in again. So yeah, that's what I use for changing all of my straps. When you are changing your watch straps, I don't want to teach you how to suck eggs, but do make sure you push the bracelet out the back of the watch, not the top, because a lot of people will put protective tape on the back and then accidentally push the bracelet out the top, and then you do, as I say, get like little nicks on the top of the lugs. So when you are changing your bracelet, if you're doing it for the first time, first of all, do it on cheap watches that you don't mind damaging, get your practice in, then move to your more expensive watches, fully tape them up, take the time, prepare it properly, and then push the bracelet out the back of the watch. So if you are going to cause damage, at least it's not visible every time you look at it to tell the time. So let's just get it on the wrist quickly. I do prefer the look of the bracelet, but as I say, I think it's time to put the rubber strap on. So that's on a 7-inch wrist. I've got quite an oval wrist. I do love this watch. Right. Let's look at the strap, which actually is pretty decent, to be honest with you. It's nice and soft. I haven't got the extension strap out, but you do get a diver's extension to go on this as well. Some nice details on it. You will see that this is obviously to let air go through and wick sweat, and they've obviously used the snowflake design on there, which I think is quite a cool continuation of the snowflake hands and stuff like that. So I hadn't noticed that, and I think that's actually quite nice. As I say, it's quite a soft strap, so I'm hoping it'll be quite comfortable when I put it on. I do like this little raised element here as opposed to having it completely flat. It just makes it look that little bit nicer, I think. On the other side, again, you've got the same pattern on the inside. Titanium buckle, which again is quite nice, and it's signed. And then what I have noticed already is these keepers are quite hard to move. And I have seen comments where people are saying it can be quite tough to put this on. So once you've got it going, it's okay, but getting it started can be a bit of a pig. But overall, very nice. I do like the design of it, and I do like the fact it's titanium, so it's the same as the rest of the watch. Anything else to say on that? I don't think so. So yeah, let's get it changed over, and then we'll see how we get on. Okay, so we're back. Moderately successful. Fairly easy to do. Probably a bit easier than my Omega was. I'm just going to put it on, which is, as I had heard, very difficult because the strap does stick to the strap. So you put it on, and then you want to try and fold it through like that. But as you can see, oh no, that's actually gone quite easily against everything I just said. Anyway, so while the strap is soft, it does need some time to get to shape. So I do keep mine on the pillow overnight. So I'll keep it on this pillow to help it get a better shape. Yeah, it looks nice. It's nice to have the ability to do it on a watch like this, to be able to change the strap. So it's a nice thing to have included. The only other watch I've got with rubber straps is my G-Shock. So it is comfortable. It will be more comfortable, I think, once it's been shaped a bit. It's just a bit like that as opposed to nice and round. Whereas what you really want is when you get a nice rubber strap on, you put it on and it's supple enough and soft enough to go right around your wrist without it sticking up. But overall, pretty happy with it. Yeah, as you can imagine, it's even lighter than it was before. I haven't actually weighed it, but it is lighter, obviously. I just think this is, oh man, that is so light. It's really odd. You look at it and you pick it up and you think it's going to be heavier than it is. It's really quite a strange sensation. The watch definitely looks better on the bracelet for me. But if I'm going to use this watch a lot and enjoy it, it's really nice to have the capability to put it on a rubber strap, and now I will wear it on holiday. Yeah, moderately successful. I don't know how well you can see, but there's a mark there, small mark there. This side was a lot better. There are tiny marks, but you can't really see them very well. So very small strap changing marks there, which with a bit of, if I wanted to, will I, won't I don't know, but they can be cleaned up to be effectively non-existent, just because it is titanium, it's easier to brush. Looks perfectly nice, no issues with it. Managed to not obviously cause any damage to the rest of the lugs, just those tiny ones on the back. So overall, pretty pleased. I would like the strap to be a bit softer. We'll see how I get on with that. Maybe I'll just do a review after the holiday. But at least it means I'm more likely to wear it now, and I will take it with me on holiday, whereas I probably wouldn't have on the bracelet. Just for simple stuff, like when I was sitting on the aeroplane and I had my Omega on, but it was on a rubber strap as well. I just hit the bracelet on the clasp of the strap, and that would have scratched up the bracelet, but it had a rubber strap on, so it didn't. So yeah, there we go. Just wanted to do a bit of an update. Still very happy with the watch. I'll do a long-term review after 6 to 9 months or something, but yeah, looks pretty good. Any questions? Let me know.